The brain. Every time you think, feel, or perform a multitude of unconscious processes, the 100 billion neurons in your skull conduct electrical signals to communicate and carry messages between them, ultimately creating you and everything you do. Brain is the most complex, essential, and identifiable organ in the body, acting as the center of the nervous system in all vertebrates. So today I'll be talking about building a second brain, which is a methodology for saving and remembering everything you've gained through your experience by using tools that are now available to most people and that can enhance that experience. The concept of second brain is introduced by Tiago Forte. Tiago Forte is one of the world's foremost experts on productivity. He has taught more than 20,000 people worldwide through his programs and writes and speaks on how technology can help knowledge workers revolutionize their personal effectiveness. We manage more information than we actually notice, starting from web browsing, text, travel plans, to actual courses, to various webinars, podcasts, YouTube videos, and so much more. There is an incredible amount of information source in all these mediums. There is a lot of information. We find it important and valuable, but without storing it properly, that information is not useful if we cannot access it quickly. Always remember that brain is meant for coming up with ideas, but not for retaining them. So we need to build a second brain for the same reason. Having our information organized, structured, and readily available is key to the workflow of our system. So let's get straight into understanding second brain and see how this entire methodology works. Tiago uses two words to achieve second brain: code and para. Starting with code, it stands for collect, organize, distill, and express. Your second brain needs to collect the various snippets of information you encounter during the day. The way you record this information is entirely up to you. You can use a note-taking app that has an embedded web clipper, to-do list, and is integrated with a few third-party tools like Google Drive and more. Some of the popular note-taking apps are Evernote, Notion, OneNote, and so on. Then you need to organize this information, and this is when the system called para comes in. P stands for projects, which are series of tasks linked to a goal. A project can be something like developing a plan, attending a course, writing a report, or even planning for a party. These are all actionable tasks. A stands for areas of activity that you want to maintain over time. For instance, health, finances, travel, house maintenance, and so on. You may call them as less actionable or non-actionable items. R stands for resources for topics or themes of interests like books to read, videography, gardening, theater activities, or surfing. A again then stands for archive. Simply speaking, these are inactive items from the above categories. After you organize the information as per the para methodology, it's time to distill, which is summarizing your information progressively and deleting everything that is not relevant. This is critical for you to remember the stuff the way you want, and Tiago calls this as progressive summarization. And once you have collected and organized everything, the best part is express. You share with the world what you have learned, because hoarding information is of no use if you aren't sharing with the world. So finally, Tiago mentions that the key here is to know that you should be using technology and networks to compile information in a way that is accessible but centralized, and be able to separate actionable information that can be translated into projects from non-actionable information. Using the para method will help you guide you through this process. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will provide you with the links to some of the resources to Tiago's website and para methodologies. Try them as it really works. Please do subscribe to my channel if you're new, and feel free to leave your comments on this video. See you next Thursday, and until then, thanks for your time.